job today. I feel pretty good about them. One was for another, well, it's called guest teachers, but you know, it's called substitute teacher. And it was pretty close to me this time. And it's not one of those crazy websites. Or that School Spring website I was telling you about. Sometimes the job postings will take you to their preferred application, and so when that pops up, I just like, I give up, because who knows who's monitoring that stuff. I mean, when I applied for a job, for an IT job, it took them 3 months to invite me for an interview. And I withdrew it from it too, so I was like, this is crazy. So, and then, yeah, I withdrew it, and I was still waiting for the answer. They gave me the answer like freaking, 9, 10, like 3 months later. I was like, what? This is crazy. And if you ask Alexa why they do that, she says, she's like, that means they have a huge turnover rate, and they can't keep up with how many people are leaving and how many people are coming in. So she just said, dodge the bullet. That's all it. Well, she didn't say that to the effect, but she just said, in her opinion, it's a good sign that I did not choose to work at those type of places. So, because if they do that, then you know, how are they going to handle your pay? Are they going to screw up your pay? Obviously, someone's screwing up somewhere. You know. Some paperwork's not getting processed as fast as it should be somewhere, so anywho. So that should be a good reminder to you. I was downtown what used to be the ladies of the night street, but I don't see them that much anymore. I see like dudes there sometimes. I start laughing. I remember one time I delivered pizza to a hotel, and the guy was, I guess there was another guy, he was walking around the street, just tank top and a thong, like, oh dang, a swimsuit thong, so you know, he wasn't really exposing himself. So, and then there's this guy on the balcony with his hotel room open. He was teasing. He's like, hey, he's like, I think that guy's lonely on the street, because he was just, you know, bantering with me, and I started laughing. I was like, no, he told me he was looking for your room. What's your room number? It's like, so I can tell him. He started laughing. And then the guy heard us, and he started making his way through us. He's like, hey. He's like, this guy wants to help me. I was like, don't listen to this man. I was like, stick with your kind, brother. Go with the man upstairs. And he started looking at the guy upstairs. Yeah, that's when we figured out he must have been out of it. And I was like, I need to stop. He's like, oh shit, I think he's out of it. He's like, so the guy walked in his room, closed the door, and then I walked off. And then he just started talking to himself again. I was like, I was like, I don't know what's going on. So, but yeah, once I saw that, I was like, let me just get out of here. I'm not gonna do anything anymore. Yeah, at first we thought he was okay, but once we saw that, we're like, I was like, I didn't know. I didn't know either. So I was like, okay, well, I was like, all right, have a good night. Like, yeah, have a good night. At least he was kind enough to, you know, apologize to me for being rude with a stranger. So I thought that was cool. Oh, Johnny, look at Johnny right there. Another thing I was gonna tell you, when you go out to the outskirts here in the Phoenix, Arizona suburbs, like the real suburbs, a lot of those housing developments, they'll forego having a street light. So if you're out there in one of the really nice neighborhoods, you're like, man, winding roads and stuff, don't forget, when you come to a big intersection, you'll notice it's a nice big wide intersection. There'll be a stop sign all the way to the right. There'll be probably like four lanes, a left lane, a right lane, and a 2 straight lane. So yeah, you won't see it. Yeah, when you come here, make sure you look out for that. Don't let Johnny get you. Johnny's really good out of popping up out of nowhere here. He's really good at that. He and she are really good at it. So be careful when you're here. Don't let your don't run your mouth. Johnny will come out of nowhere and be like, "What's that now?" Like, what the fuck? Oh my God! Did he blend into the wall? Like they're that type of shinobi level stealth, man. Like they hear, they watch you, man. And if you go to Scottsdale, they have sometimes a lot of the businesses will allow you to park there. Sometimes it's paid parking, or you just find a business area. Yeah, it's these big parking areas. Obviously, there's a lot of vehicles. People are parking there. Yeah, and then they like to hang out in those areas too. So don't risk it. Don't do it at all. Your luck is to Uber it, have a nice meal or a nice snack, get your drinks. Oh, no. Go and buy all your drinks before you go out and Uber. Because if you're too intoxicated, you'll get reported for negative behavior. No one wants that to happen. So my advice is just get to the point where you feel good and then go home and finish off there. Ain't no shame. You got so many things to do now when you go home. 2000s, it was still limited. We had the internet, it was still limited, you know. So, but today, there's so many things you can do. One thing I like the most is, I make my videos using a GoPro. I think GoPro 13. Yeah, I found that amazing. Like this is a nice wellness tool. So I can just let my mind or let my mouth blabber. Like I said, I want to curb negativity. Yeah, I can be negative, but there's masters in negativity on YouTube already, so there's no need to do it. They've learned, they know how to present it in a good format. I'm just being an old man blabbering. And there are official old men with, you know, kids and families and stuff like that. Oh, they almost finished this Holiday Inn Express. I was laughing because this building on the right and the building on the left. Well, the one on the right, I didn't know it's down for sale, and then the one on the right is for lease. I was just laughing to myself, man. I was like, man, if this was the 2000s, both of these freaking buildings would have been turned into nightclubs. Oh, man. What an era. Yeah, those would have been full-on nightclubs. Because you're right down the street from a market. Faking the funk. That's what we did. Faking the funk. So, we always pregame it. Yeah, I always laughed about people doing that. I always wanted to pregame. And the most iconic drink for pre-gaming, they probably don't do it anymore, but everyone was always so happy to walk around with the green in their cup. The Incredible Hulk. Hypnotic and Hennessy mixed. I watched the video. I was watching a YouTube video of a Japanese bartender, and he started showing some of his bottles because he was making drinks and grabbing bottles. I saw Hypnotic and I started laughing. was like, oh man, I remember people. I remember people walking around with that green cup, their green, a red cup with their green drink. And then it turned into a freaking bedazzled chalice. Pip cups with the green in it. That was pretty funny to watch. Yeah, so I started laughing. It's like, yeah, that would. But these days, I mean, you can go online and watch all that stuff. So it's just like, yeah, what's the point? You can just put on a big screen and just, walk around your house and go out and watch it and start laughing and see what people are doing. Oh man, I guess someday they're probably going to have museums just like how they have the Studio 54. They have a Studio 54 museum where people reenact like Studio 54 nights. I'm gonna go straight. Never mind. There's hardly any. No, there's no one. I gotta look that up. See if there's a Studio 54 museum. Well, obviously there's already reenactments for various stuff, so. I would probably say the most, well, I mean, if you know reenactments, and if you don't, then, well, it's not the most famous, but the most well-known reenactments, the Civil War reenactment, so. I wouldn't be surprised if they get some freaking young females to dress like the 2000s and start jumping around and dancing around with gelled hair and the various styles. Usually spikes or something like that. Oh man, that would be something to see. Oh, I remember the top, the shirt top that I don't see anymore. Crop tops, yeah, crop tops. Yeah, when crop tops came out, yeah, I was baffled. Teenager, man, looking at crop tops, like, whoa, what era is this? And then Aaliyah, I don't know if she did a crop top. I think she did a tube top. I know she did the Tommy Hilfiger, her Tommy jeans. And then Tommy Hilfiger got mad at it and said, I don't want colored people wearing my clothing. I was going to buy Tommy Hilfiger polo for the heck of it. When I get a full-time job, just wear it and see what people do. Oh, darking a Tommy Hilfiger. Oh no. Call the police. Alright, I'll talk to y'all later.